Hi everyone. So what is going on? You cannot make this stuff up. We see a massive buildup of tensions across the world. So it's clearly to me that just that we are reaching out the point, massive escalation. So let's start it off. Mr. Trump says it may be a choice between NATO and Greenland. So we see clearly, the US government treats Greenland and Denmark, and I think they will step in and they will take over Greenland. And if Mr. Trump, will do that, he will dismantle NATO, like from inside, right? So United Kingdom, France, Germany, they know that they will be dealing with war in Ukraine alone without the US. So they are fully committed to escalate this war. As I said, this is a proof. UK earmarks 200 million to prepare for possible Ukraine troop deployment. Unbelievable. So, the question is, where does money come from? As far as I know, the UK is facing a massive deficit, but nobody cares. Nobody cares, no questions, just where does money come from, this 200 million. But as you clearly see in Germany, in France, in the UK, they, will fund, the war in Ukraine, but there is no money for internal problems to get it sorted. In the flip side, we see massive riots in Iran. So it's clearly to me that, the sparks was from the Mossad and CIA, and I think it's inevitable that we'll see, the strike on Iran. And if do so, the Strait of Hormuz can be closed. We'll see the spike of the price of oil. This is what we can expect. In Europe also, it was announcement that European Union made agreement about Mercosur, the agreement with South America. So we will see a massive flow of, the cheap beef, cheap food to Europe. So it will destroy European farmers. And from the other hand, we see the spike of pricing in food. Nowadays, it's expensive, but at the foreseeable future, it will be much more expensive. And another news from Venezuela. Venezuela, of course, now it's sort of the US colony and facing 682% inflation. Venezuelans work 3 or more jobs and still can barely afford any food. So they, they exchange the communist government, but it's not true, to be honest, fully, because, even Maduro was captured, there is still, the communist government out there. So I think Mr. Maduro was betrayed in some sort of, and the Americans, stole the oil. They will be selling it, profiting, benefiting, but, the Venezuelan people, no chance for being better off. And Russia says, clearly, if you deploy foreign troops to Ukraine, we targeted them. So it's a matter of time that we will see the escalation, of war in Ukraine. And on Friday, yesterday, the market, responded to all these tensions. We saw the price of gold $4,500 per ounce, and the price of silver, they reached $80 per ounce. So guys, I think relatively still silver is cheap. In my opinion, we'll see the price of silver, they're much higher. It's not financial advice, but ask yourself all these questions and find answers. Do we see, just the situation that we can benefit in this year or next year in Europe, when we see all this build-up, all these countries like the UK, France, Germany are preparing to deploy troops? I think no. We see also this tension, as I mentioned, in the US, Greenland, Iran, Israel, the US. So it looks like we'll see, the different conflicts, different wars in different regions. But of course, for global economy, it will be disaster. Europe, in my opinion, is done. Absolutely done. No question about it, right? So still the Americans, the Chinese, just the biggest economy, but the Europe, just the shooting in their foot. So there is no, just the advanced technology. There's still these bureaucrats from Brussels, shutting down everything what they can do. More absolutely insane rules with this green energy. We see this, the Mercosur agreement to, just destroy European farmers. Yeah, get prepared. Get prepared, because no one is coming to save you. Absolutely no one is coming to save you. No Mr. Trump, no any government from the UK, Germany or France. They need war. They need to make this distraction for people from their internal problems. So war is always the quick way and the best way for the rich. For them, they're getting more rich. For the vast majority of people, it will be like the massive decline. People, will be struggling even more. Get prepared. Get prepared. It's really time, because as you see, the price of silver, the price of gold is like the mirror reflection how economy works, how economy declines, how the US dollars, just the losing purchasing power. And we see still more countries, more BRICS country, the dumping dollars, dumping the US Treasury and so on. As I said, this year will be, much worse than in 2025. But to be honest, I didn't expect even so quickly to see so much tensions. We are in the middle of January, and in this space we can see clearly, in the middle of this year will be absolutely crazy stuff. Get prepared. Take care. God bless.